Claressa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Claressa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Like fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good counter shot. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't find a home for that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hold it right there. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts. Do you believe this? Taylor is...
1, 2, 3, 4. Company.
It'll be a 10-8 round for for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Now look a little bit. Okay, now we're switching off, right? You can see you're switching off. Focus.
We're gonna take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
There's the bell for round 3. Well, Johnny, she looks pretty good right now, but how do you think she's going to hold up after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. We've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to come.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all. And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
If you're under pressure, you take the knee, gives you some time, gives you some space, gives you 8 seconds to collect yourself, then back into the action again.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got out of the way of that right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10. Pull her right there. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Is off the charts. A straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Catch and shoot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter shot. Vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Nice counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot. On to the sixth round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
She got clipped by that counter. Miss with that jab. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Well, you can't do that, can you? These two were made for each other. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here comes round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Perfect counter lands. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter. She scores with that counter. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Beautiful counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
You're taking too much to fight each other.
And yep, that's going to do it.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round. These guys are going to have to do it all over again.